Folks, welcome back to the lab. We have a project here. It's a quick project, and it was going to be a big project and turn into a little project, and I'll tell you why. So, I got this ham number 2, an old one, CT ham, and this was going to be my next project. So, and I'm like, I'm going to bring down one of my other number 2s, and I'll explain what I mean by all the others. I brought this down to compare, to compare notes and things. And this one that's on the shelf is the beaded chimney, which is the older one. Apparently the oldest of the number 2s, I suppose. And then I realized that I remembered when I did this one that the cap on it was beyond repair. And so I put a cap from a Defiance on there. It's just sitting on there. It's got one tab holding it down. And so, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I got parts for that now. So this one is going to go off to the side. And this will be, who knows, maybe this will be the next project. I mean, although I don't want to do 2 number 2s in a row. And we'll see. We'll figure something out. So what I do have is this number 2 with the beaded chimney. However, this thing is sad. This thing is a mess. And it's interesting. Look at how those filler cap spout levels. Interesting. So this one is already slated to give up parts to another. Where are you? Come on now. There. Yes. So this one is in great shape. Another one with a beaded chimney. And I haven't done anything to this yet, and that looks just fine. That's been crushed down. We'll fix it up. But anyway, this is going to be given up. Like its cap and the globe guard, globe plate. Looks like probably bring the burner over. I mean, yeah, that's chrome. Or I'm sorry, that's brass. I'm not sure. We'll have to look and see what this is all about. But so after this gives this one the cap, it's going to give other parts over here to this one. So and then we'll have this carcass for other things, like there'll be an extra burner, there'll be extra mechanism here, and all these other parts. It's just that this is just this. I had been it took me all summer. It took me to the very last day of a particular flea market to get this guy to let this baby go. He had far too much money on this all summer long, and I'm like, look, dude, last day. We could take $10 for it. He goes, sure, why not? So, but yeah, this thing is pretty destroyed. Yeah. I mean, everything's painted over. So, yeah. So as you can see, this is already pretty much same boat here, but this is CT ham cap. So that's what we're gonna do today. I know it's confusing with all this going on here, but these 2 will be in a future project. I just want to get this one done so I can put it back on the shelf, and my brain will know that it's complete and ready to go. And that was a past project, past video. If I can remember when editing, I'll go put the link to this down below. All right, let's take a look here. Just a little interlude here before we continue. I gotta feed. It's not easy to keep good employees. Supervisor baby here has been a very loyal employee, and here I am neglecting him, his kerosene. I'm sure he was quite thirsty. So, we'll light him up, get him over in his observation area. There, and we'll use the remaining fire. Light me up some incense to have burning here. Why not? Incense does remind me of wintertime because I would always have some near a fireplace. Along with those really long matches for lighting fires. Remember those? Okay. Supervisor baby. That's right there. Okay. So, now, these things are so tall that it's just a pain in the butt just to show you what we're dealing with here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think I can get a little more height out of these by getting rid of some of the crinkles. And that, I'm sure I'll be able to use that for, I bet you I have a Defiance with a screwed up cap. Or, I'm sorry, crown. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's get this one out of the way for now while I fix that. Because these are big, man. These are big lanterns. They don't really make the hurricane lantern any bigger than these. It's pretty crazy. Okay. And I'm going to put my headgear on just because little bit by bit, you know, the eyesight goes. Every little extra bit of light. And magnification. Oops. I don't want red or green or blinking. That's what I want right there. And this thing was incredibly dusty when I brought it down off the shelf. And that has everything to do with the bench grinder not having any kind of, you know, dust collection. Bring these babies up a bit, straighten them out. Get some height back in them. I don't think there's enough tab there to bend over. This one has no tab at all, but we can give it some proper height. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, I bet you that was my repair to that tab. I bet you I reinforced that. Okay. Good thinking there, Birdland. Boy, I can almost retreat this thing. I'll think about it as we go along here. All right, let's put that over there. Okay, this one's got a good hunk of at least that one tab left. Okay. Oof. Wow, those tabs were pretty fried. Although, there are a couple of healthy ones. Those will still hold a... I don't need to straighten these out because I'm not using this, but this could be a usable part down the road. I'm not going to mess with these tabs until I need it. But this chimney, I'm sure, can be used with another CT ham. Question is, do I want to do a swap on on the burner. Do I want to bring that burner over here, or do I want to save it for my other swap, which is going to take all this stuff? Let's see. Before I decide, let me take a peek and see what this is made of. Because if this is brass, which I think it is, it's dented up. It's kind of a mess. I'm pretty sure yeah, okay, great. That's brass. All right. Awesome. So, I can keep its original cone. I can bring that over there, which has a steel cone. And it has brass cap. And we'll this cap will come over here. Oh, good, 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 good. Good. All right. Excellent. So, we have this, and this needs to be stripped of its paint because this has no paint. All right, let me go throw some paint stripper on this in the sink, and then I'll come back and we'll continue to do some swapping here. All right. Okay, so that is in there doing its thing. Now, let's get that out of there. That's a cool globe. Got a cool bubble in it. I like bubbles. Oh, it's actually a piece of something is in there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so this, like I said, this is going to be giving up its globe plate here. Nice. Nice. Well, I would go look in there, but I don't want to, I'm not going to force that till I need it off. But what I can do is throw some Croil on it and put it back where it was. We'll just let that work itself in until I'm ready for this project. There we go. Get up in there. Soak up that Croil. Okay. That's a very nice shape. That's very nice. Oh, okay. We want to keep this one on here. But, oh, you know what? And it's the wrong kind. Is it? Oh, no. Okay. No. All right. So this one belongs on here, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. It's got the marked burner with, oh, yeah, with those baffles in it. That's right. Man, so awkward. These big lanterns are just so lanky. And it's just the awkwardness has everything to do with how my lab is set up here. Because, I mean, these things, they just don't. This is like 15-inch limit right here. This line right here, 15 inches. But this whole time I'm sitting there going, and I didn't even think about doing that. I'm okay. I'm all right, folks. All right, so that one belongs in there. This, and this can go away. I'm just looking over the job I did. I don't remember how long ago I did it. Man, that dust really gets into everything. Okay, so you get it back, and well, got some paint off, but this is so textured that it's just like holding it all in. Let's throw some acetone on here. See if that will get the rest of this off. It usually does. Okay, now we'll take a wire wheel to it. Ooh, and that one is shot. All right. I need a fresh one. Why don't I use this one? This one kind of showed up free in something. It was in a box. I had got something at a estate sale a couple of weeks ago. And there were a couple bits. I think this might have been one of them too. A couple bits that were in the bottom of the box. Oh yeah, now I know why I didn't use it, because of the shaft diameter. I'll find something with some meat on it. I got new ones, but might as well go with what we got here. That's toasted. Toasted. So, all right, before we put a new one on there, I might go with a junk bit. New one of these out. By the way, these are the Walmart brand heavy duty, I think they call them. I forget. But they're like 4 times cheaper than the Dremel ones, and they don't wear out. Just, I mean, it's a tiny bit slower than the Dremel ones do, and they don't fly apart into a million pieces like some of the cheap Amazon ones you'll get. Which are, oh yeah, I was gonna put junk bit on there. So yeah, those are good. Those are good. You get 4 of them for like $4.50. Whereas a Dremel, you pay anywhere between $6 and $8, depending on where you shop, for 2 of them. So, and I just can't justify. I mean, I was putting too much money into these lanterns. So, okay. Okay, so let's finish her up. Little steel woolly. We'll treat this, and I'm contemplating maybe just quickly throwing a treat on the whole thing. You know, it's not every day you bring another lantern down off the shelf. And it's true, I do not burn every one of my lanterns. That would just be such a fire hazard, having all these things full of kerosene just sitting around. And I don't feel like, you know, ow. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll be right back. I'm going to super glue this shut so I can continue here. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the butt. All right, I'll be right back. So, what I'm going to do here is, you can see that split open there. And this has been split. You can see this just happens, man, when your hands get real dry from solvents and paints and things. You can see it here, too. And I got that one there. But that stuff gets pretty painful, man. So I'm going to throw some super glue on that. Super glue that shut so I can continue here pain-free. Because otherwise, this is going to hurt. Maybe I'll super glue that one back while I'm at it. Okay. You want to see this? Don't know how informative it's going to be. I'm just super gluing my skin shut. So, just going to pinch it shut. I want to make sure that I don't get any glue in between my fingers. I do not want to super glue my fingers together. Trying to get a little bit of excess off without spreading it out too much, because if I spread this out, then it covers my fingerprints or my hands, and I can't feel things that I'm touching with my finger. All right, we'll give that a second. Not sure how good this super glue is. I bought it at a pharmacy. I was in a hurry. And I mean, like, this is like brand new. I've used it to super glue one thing. I mean, it just is. It's where they get you, man. Like, oh, great, that's super cheap. Yeah, it's, yeah. See what it says down there. 0.07 ounces. Yeah. Okay, I see it starting to glaze over a little bit. We'll give this a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got both the consistent wounds super glued. It's wintertime is the biggest culprit. My hands were like impervious to any kind of issues when I was a chef. As I had like Teflon hands. I could grab really hot pans and hot dishes and things like that without any problem. And now all my nerves have grown back. All my hair on my knuckles have grown back after decades of that not being the case. But my hands were always in hot, soapy water, so you'd think they'd dry out, but they were also in oil and grease and all that other kind of stuff. So there was kind of a happy balance. I didn't have this problem that I have a lot here. It has to do with the solvents. It has to do with paint stripper and acetone and all that kind of stuff, and it sucks all your protective oils out of your skin. And these two these are your dominant fingers here, pretty much, right here. And that's what I'm using to do all my things. So that's why they have the most issues with this. What do you call it? I don't know, cuticle splitting or split finger? I don't know what it's called. Who cares? Okay. Let's just work on the inside of this thing just a little bit, because it's... It's all steel wooled. Now, we are not out of the woods yet by a long shot, because we still have to make this fit with those very tiny tabs that could already be compromised, and we got to give into these weird CT ham, very tiny holes in the crown. So, let's get set up to do that. Okay, so let's see here. Could it be the wrong size? Well, I gotta look at another one. Let me look at another one. Boy, oh boy. All right, well, here's the other one. This one's got... It'd be insane for them to... Oof. Man, that's crushed under there. This is going to be an interesting project, man, when it comes to doing that old switcheroo. I can't use that as a reference because this had been crushed so bad that it split it. And it came way up through. God, I just hope I can. Oh, maybe that's done on purpose. Because it looks like they're broken and they kind of widen the holes and then just bent that over. Completely choking off the chimney like that. So, might have to widen these holes a little bit. It's interesting. I see that this is like two piece. This ring. It's two halves. Oh, put together. Or maybe it's one piece flattened into a tube and brought around to itself. Okay, so let's look here. Now, see, now that one is... I may need to shave these down and make the tabs a little longer. They do line up better now, that's good, but there is not enough meat on those tabs. We got 3 of them lined up. No, we don't. All right, 3 of them are in the holes, but there is no meat. No meat at all. All right, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I have to shave down these posts a little bit, and that should not be hard. This is very thin, soft metal. I just got to get the right bit for it. All right, let's check that out. Okay, I found a little old bit, rusty old bit. We're gonna try that. Got a couple of them to try here, just in case. All right, I got to get you in a position where you can see what's happening, but it won't be in my way. All right, hold on a minute here. If you wander out of range, I do apologize. But I can't, right now I can't see the screen on my phone at all. All right, let's see how this works. All right, so there are our elongated, it's a little uneven. Right, let's try this again. Okay, I have 3 tabs showing, and that is excellent. All right, hold this baby down. Where is my trusty chopstick? Success! Looks great. All right. Good. I like a successful fix on something that's pretty rare, and I would say probably, in comparison to my other lanterns, pretty expensive. Because I didn't pay a lot for really anything I have here. I got really lucky making good deals. Here's some of my handiwork, I think. No, that's not me. That looks too old. I don't recall doing that. All right, so I'm thinking, since that hasn't been treated, maybe I'll just go ahead and treat the whole thing over again, and before I put it back on the shelf. Because like I was just saying, it's not every day you get you pull a lantern down and start doing a project on it. And meanwhile, I'm looking at. Okay, let's do a treat. Let's do a treatment. Why not? You know, I mean, this is how we end the videos. So, oops, sorry. And now this baby is complete. Okay. Let's do this. Let's treat this bad boy. Again. Just because of the crown. But that's all right. There's something, I've said it in past videos, there's something relaxing. It's something about a paintbrush that seems to, I can see why people, like painters, just love painting a lot, because it's very relaxing. It's like something in the brush strokes, you know, and you have the brush strokes and the concentration involved in painting something that I think it brings the blood pressure down, it brings your brain waves down, and it's relaxing. So that's why I could see why I kind of enjoy doing the painting on the linseed oil thing, because I don't know how other people do it, but I'm sure other people just put it on with a rag and some oil. But I always paint it on so I can get in every nook and cranny, because it is the nooks and crannies that make the problems. Let me get this out of here. That tab just broke off. Are you kidding? Well, at least it's got the correct. Oh, man. All right, well. Setback. Major setback for this being completely complete. I mean, it's complete, but it's not complete because it's not complete. Son of a gun. Well, all right. It's going to go back on the shelf until I consider another way of fixing that, like maybe swapping out an extra chimney that I might have here, but I'm not going to know what shape that other chimney's in until I get it out, which won't be until after that next project is done. bad. I mean, I said a minute ago, I said, oh, right back where I began. That's not true, though, because we do have the proper tap on there. The other one was from a Defiance. We're in the same boat, though, with the tabs. Wow, what a bummer. All right. Well, I should have just left it alone. Oh, well. But it's really puny tabs. I don't know how the heck. I mean, I have problems with pretty much every crown on a CT ham. I have trouble with somehow. Something messed up with them. That's the only part about CT ham that I'm not the biggest fan of. Is their crowns. And the thumb rings, too, are kind of rickety. That's all right. That's okay. But everything else they do is super cool, and I like it. All right, here we go. We're done. And I'm going to just put yeah, oily fingerprints all over. I just washed my hands, but then, oh, no, I just touched it, and it's coming off. All right. Don't touch it. Don't touch it anymore, Brad. Don't touch it. All right, let's come on down here and take a look. Well, doesn't look any different than the last time you saw it, but it does have the proper crown on it, and it was all level and everything. It's only got the 2 back tabs intact. I'd have to go down another 1/2 inch. So we'll see when it comes to that project with these other, because this is the raised chimney, the beaded chimney. So that's the older ones. All right, well, here we are, folks. All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for putting up with me. And hey, go Bills. And hey, as usual, don't you go change.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.